Hello there, I'm Jan and I'm here again. So if you have been watching my videos, you're going to notice, hey, what happened to your glasses? Yes, I'm not wearing any glasses right now because I noticed for the past 5 videos that I have been shooting, there's like light reflecting from the lens, so it kind of what do you call this, like distract the audience, so I hope this is better for you guys, for those who are watching this. So here we go. Yesterday, or last video, or the previous video, I shot about my last core value, which is relationship. So health, education, entrepreneurship, and relationship. Those are the 4 things that I really value in my life. And I promised that I'm going to share about a video about don't compromise your core values. Again, do not compromise your core values. Why? So I'm going to share why and how. First is why. We all have a life. We all have a life. Meaning to say, you have a life that you want to live according to how you want to live. I also have a life that I want to live according to how I want to live. For example, like if I want to be happy, and that's my measurement of my happiness, then that should be according to your own standards, man. Like if you have friends who has a different like measurements in terms of happiness or success, then it's up to them. But it really depends on your core value. It really depends on your core value, because what you believe in will be the basis of your success. Like if you like, have you ever wondered why some people are happy even if they don't really have everything in life? They eat 3 times a day, but they're really happy with their life. Does it mean they are being a mediocre? I think not. It really depends on perspective, right? So your core values, our core values, for example, for me, my core value allows me to have a different perspective of my life. So when people try to convince me that there's a different way of being happy, or there's a different way of living life, I still listen to them, right? Because again, relationship. When I value relationship, that also means I entertain like the thoughts of people. But it doesn't mean that everything they're going to say I have to believe in, because you have your own way of living. Maybe their happiness is all about drinking with friends. So maybe their happiness is all about drinking with friends. Maybe for me, my happiness is all about spending time with my loved one. Even if we're not really doing anything, that's quality time. So it really depends, right? So you're the only person on this earth to know what can make you happy. I mean, with the help of God, of course, with our friends, but you have a choice. It is your perspective. So it really depends on you. The reason why core value is really important and you shouldn't compromise it, it's because of your life. It really depends on how you, the person watching this video, how you want to live your life. All right? Now, obviously, when you have like your own core values, you also have to adjust to the world. Does it mean you have to adjust to everything? Not really. There are times that it's better to be just ignorant in some things. For example, if you don't want how it feels like to be shot by a gun, then don't do it, man. Like there are times that you just want to be an ignorant. You just need to be an ignorant so that you are in the safe side. Okay. Now, what if there will come a time where the situation comes at you, like push comes to shove, and then you have to adjust accordingly. How can you, we're talking about the how now, how can you adjust to the situation? Using your core values, and you shouldn't compromise your core values. Good question. Or maybe it's a question that you didn't think of, or you have thought of before, and you just want to hear someone share their thoughts about it. here's my way of doing it. There are two specific questions that I ask in my head, and that I need to answer it in my head as well. Okay? So the first question is, how deep can it compromise your core values? Again, the question is, how deep can you compromise your core values? For example, my value, one of my core values is health. That means I do my best to be healthy, right? What if someone, a friend of mine, again, that's relationship, right? Because it's friend, or a loved one of mine will encourage me to start smoking. Okay? Again, the situation is, my core value, I have health and I also have a relationship. And then my friend, which is my relationship with that friend, will offer me or will tell me to start smoking. Okay? So in relationship wise, if I'm going to say yes, we have a better connection in terms of relationship, right? But in terms of my health, I'm going to compromise it. Now, you are the person who can filter if that is something that you're okay with. No one else. Like for me, even if I love this friend, even if that friend of mine is my best friend, and if he's going to push me to start smoking, and then it's going to compromise my core value about health, and that is something that I cannot compromise, you know? I mean, smoking, it doesn't really, you know, encourage me to do it. So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Okay? Now, what if that friend will start to, you know, like, hey, come on, man, it's just one stick. Then I'm just going to try to explain, and then eventually that relationship should become good. So if he understands it, then good. If he doesn't understand it, then we just have to respect it, but you have to stand your ground. Okay? You have to stand your ground. How about another situation? Health, again, and relationship. I didn't drink before, just like what I said in my first core value video. Health. I didn't drink before, but because of the business stuff, I started to drink. But San Mig Light, you know, like a black label, double black label, like blue label, and all those label things. So what I did was I started to drink, but only like a little. Okay? Because, you know, it's just for respect. And then if they try to offer me another drink or another bottle, if I can like power through it, then okay. But if I can't, I'm just going to say stop, or I'm not going to receive it anymore. So a little alcohol, yes, is kind of okay for me. So that's my own decision compass, using my health at the same time a relationship. So I was able to spend time with the people, like the business people, but my health is okay because I just drank a little while they drank a lot. So it's up to them, but for me it's like that, you know. So that's the first thing. That's the first one. How deep can it compromise your core value? Again, no person in the world can determine that but you. You can ask the opinion of your friends or your family or your loved ones, but it really depends on you. The second one, the second question is, and this is, I think, what do you call this? Like a really important question to ask. The second question is, can you tolerate it? Can you tolerate it? Now, how deep? The first question is how deep. So it's like you're thinking, right? You're thinking. But the second one is, can you tolerate it? Meaning to say, you are thinking about the after effect of it. Okay? The first one is like you're thinking before you're going to do it. The second question is like you're thinking about after, the after effect of doing it. For example, can you tolerate it? So you have a friend, right? And this friend is like hip, or easy-go-lucky and things like that. So this friend of yours will try to offer you, like, he has, for example, like smoking, or like whatever, girls or things like that. So imagine if you're going to like bite the bullet, if that's the correct figure of speech, if you're going to bite the bullet and you're going to do that, can you tolerate it in your heart and in your mind, knowing that you're spending time with this girl and the friend and you know for a fact that you have a relationship with someone, you know, for me that is something that is not negotiable. I'm not gonna do it, man, because I love my loved ones, in this case my girlfriend, my relationship, and that is something I cannot compromise. So that's like relationship between two people, the friend and that. Now, did it happen to me? No, because, you know, because of the core values that I have, I can choose my friends easily as well. So that's a good thing about it. So again, the second question is all about the after effect. We have to think about the after effect if we're going to do it. So if the two questions is kind of makes you feel bad, don't do it. Don't do it. That's the simple thing. Okay? So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So if you're the type of guy who has a lot of principles and you're principle driven, you're starting with Why, which is a really good book. It's a book by Simon Sinek, and I love it. And you also have your own principles in your house. It really depends on you, man. So if you find this video helpful, please click the like button. Please comment your thoughts about it. Please share it to your friends and to your loved ones, and please subscribe, as we are going to talk about few more things in the next few videos. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. This is Jan logging out, and have a great day, my friend. Have a great day. Have a great day.